Hello Gemini, welcome to your reading for the month of October. This reading is for Gemini Sun, Moon, and Rising. Please check out your other placements in my other videos, and if you like the content that I share, please click the like and subscribe button down below. All right, Gemini, so you are all over your reading, which I love to see because sometimes, some months, there can be the opportunity for a lot of other people to show up in readings. A lot of environmental energy can come through, but there's a lot about your own self, your own value, and your own inner strength that's coming through in this reading. So we love to see that. Starting with your energy, you got together the Hermit and the Eight of Cups. Now, this entire reading, but right away when I pulled these cards, it felt like a rebirth energy. If you have been in this isolation, hermiting away, working on yourself, that middle of the chrysalis phase before the caterpillar becomes the butterfly, there is an indication here of walking away from that state of being. Because right after the Eight of Cups, we get the Nine of Cups, emotional wish fulfillment, and found within yourself, right? So finding the way to find self-mastery and finding your own stability is a massive theme for October for you in this reading. So I'd love to see that. In your environment position, this card, when it flipped out, I saw it in the upright. And then when it landed and I turned it over, it was in the reverse. So there's something here in your environment about a change in home or stability. And this doesn't concern me, even if it's like this, because there's some necessary shift that's taking place. It's not on some superficial level. I think it's a stability found inside of you that feels, again, it's like the death and rebirth process, but it's on the ascent. It's on that rebirth stage. So if something has fallen away, if you've released and let something go, the indication here is that it's fine and it's actually leading to greater stability. On the bottom of this deck, you got your card, indicating that this is all a recalibration to coming more into alignment with yourself. And right underneath that, the Ace of Swords with your truth. And this wraps up an entire cycle of maybe not being in alignment with your fullest self, your fullest energy as the Lovers, or with your fullest truth. So Gemini, if there's some part of you that you've been suppressing with this Hermit energy in your past, the indication here is that that time is over. You're walking away from that way of being with the Eight of Cups here and stepping into your fullest self and your authentic self. There's something about the Ace of Swords being right after this that shows that maybe for a little while now, you haven't felt, maybe there's been some stormy seas and you haven't really felt grounded in yourself. The transits also point to that for Gemini. You're coming to the end of the North Node phase in your sign. Still have a couple of months, but there's that phase that's gone through, and then there were the Saturn transits that happened in your 8th house for like 2.5, 3 years. So Gemini, this place of finding your inner strength has been, I'm going to use that same word again that I used earlier. It's not superficial. It's definitely like down into the depths level of strength, and it's finding that strength inside of yourself. This rebirth that you're going through, if this resonates for you, you've known this has been in the works. You've known this has been like an under construction phase for Gemini is what that seems like. And along this journey, we'll go through the 9-card spread, but I want to jump straight to your Moon Oracle cards because they feel super relevant. You got two. You got Step Out of Your Comfort Zone with the North Node and Believe in the Impossible with the Blue Moon card. Really big energy for both of these cards. Like both of these are bigger energies than some of the other cards in this deck. But if you don't know your North Node, I'd highly recommend finding that. And there could be some really unique opportunity for you around what North Node energy is, which is your purpose and the evolution of your soul. And so in our transformational journey, our evolutionary journey, finding this North Node can be just a major unlocking of a puzzle piece for you. And it's a really unique time. It's a really unique time with this blue moon energy here. You're probably aware that these don't come around very often. And yeah, that's really awesome. That really points more towards having yourself aligned and ready, because there's something outside of you, there's an energy that is shifting at this time. So that's beautiful. Love to see that. After the Strength card is your first card in the 9-card spread, you got 7 of Cups reverse. Any haziness, any confusion, especially as it relates to yourself and your own inner strength, and possibly even a Leo, is dissolving now. So anywhere where you've been confused, anywhere where you put the blindfold on yourself and just didn't want to see something with the 2 of Swords there, this is all indicating a past energy to me, even though you're stepping more into this strength energy in the present and moving forward. So confusion is slipping away, which is wonderful. Now, the middle of your reading can show me the greatest indicator of what this entire reading is about and the overall energy as well. And you got the Fool card. So there is absolutely a new you that is emerging here. There is definitely, I'm gonna say it again, a rebirth from the death process of the death and rebirth transformation. And your card right before this that came out was the death in the reverse. Underlining for me that you're on that ascent, that you're on that rebirth phase of the journey, and that whatever this is for you, there's looking at something through an entirely new perspective. There is a connection here, I feel, between this Hanged Man and the 4 of Wands, your inner stability, that maybe whatever you felt like made you stable over these past few years, maybe even for your life up until the start of this transformation process, whatever it is that you found stability in, you're now looking at that through an entirely new lens. The Hanged Man is also a big energy with that Major Arcana card there. And yeah, there's something about inner stability that's being flipped on its head. And I mentioned before that the first time I saw it, it flipped, I saw it like this, and then I saw it like this, right? When the card actually fell out and flipped over. Well, with this coming out next in your 9-card spread, it kind of just reiterates the beautiful message here around your stability and around, again, whatever has crumbled in the past, whatever you were putting your faith in or your own worth in that was external to you, there's an indication here, and you might feel this a little bit later in the year, that stability is renewed. And maybe it's not found in the same place, or it's not found in the same way. Your relationship with your stability, that's what it is. Your relationship with your stability has changed over the course of these past few years. And so whatever made you feel grounded and connected, that's likely shifted. And as you recognize that and step more into that strength energy that we got at the top of the reading, you stepped into more of your Hierophant energy. This is beautiful. And also, Hierophant representing Taurus, and Taurus being your 12th house, this could have been something that was deep in your subconscious that just needed to be excavated. It needed to be investigated, and some beliefs needed to be uprooted, so that you could come more into alignment with your truth. Ace of Swords at the end of the reading. I love to see that. And your truth and you stepping into that makes a big splash. It's a new you altogether, emphasizing that again. And this could propel you into some type of a leadership position with the Hierophant there. This could be a leadership position that's deeply connected with your truth. And this is just one of those readings where it's it's all out there. These are very bold cards. This feels like a very bold time for you. Again, I would check in on what your North Node is and be willing to take that risk. There's a couple cards here surrounding risk as well. The 4 of Wands was one in itself, right, with the flipping, but stepping out of your comfort zone and into your life's purpose, what you feel like is your calling, but also it's really, it's in your chart, and taking a leap of faith in that direction. There's really bold energy around that in your reading, and leaving the past in the past. So this could also be a past way it's something within you. It's like not as much about what's external to you, but the emotional maybe baggage or the emotional heaviness that you could have been carrying in the past with the bottom of the deck and the Five of Cups, and this feeling so different than the rest of your reading. This is about leaving this energy in the past. Yeah. Underneath that Four of Pentacles. So anywhere where you were holding back and even like taking from yourself by staying and focusing in on that, like the Three Cups that are down instead of the two that are right behind him, that opportunity. And then like under that, you got the Lovers. So again, stepping into your energy. Like I said, your energy was bold across this reading, Gemini. So yeah, it's about stepping into the fullness of you, whatever that is, aligned with your truth. All right. So Gemini, that's your reading for the month of October. I hope you have a beautiful month. Much love.